Conspiracy theories often begin by lowering the bar, soft-peddling the outlandish, so the audience will later accept the full narrative without demanding the same rigor. A conspiracy theory doesn't need to be believable all at once. It only needs to become a little more believable with every retelling. First, you introduce the possibility. Then you soften the objections. And eventually, the impossible starts being presented as obvious.
Defense has a whole different theory about what happened here. I'm not calling it a conspiracy theory like in the negative way, but it's a theory involving a conspiracy. Okay, there's a difference. There's a difference. There's no one like landing from Mars or anything. There's a difference. But they are alleging some sort of a conspiracy.
In the end, a conspiracy theory doesn't have to convince everyone. It only has to convince someone loud enough, long enough, that the silence of everyone else starts to look like agreement.
A lot to talk about here tonight. We have a lot to talk about for a while. I feel like it's just the story that never ends, isn't it, folks? Like I said, I usually move on to the next story rather quickly. Even Fucci lasted a while. That lasted like a good fortnight. Like almost went on 3 weeks there, and even that got a little bit old towards the end. But this one, man, it just never gets old. Like every day I wake up and, I get other stories pitched to me, and I feel bad that I can't get to them all because I'm just so busy with this one, because this one's just too good. I can't stop, and I know this is what the people want, so we got to keep giving the people what they want. It's also a really important story, not only for us, not only for Karen Reed and for me, but for everyone, because as a commenter pointed out, and I completely agree with the sentiment, if this is allowed to happen to Karen Reed, then we are truly living in a banana republic, folks. Like, truly. Karen Reed is a symbol of what our country is supposed to be. And she's supposed to have inalienable rights. And if they can be taken away from her, and her freedom can be taken away from her, and if you literally have to be able to afford someone like Alan Jackson in order to get that freedom, are you really free? Like, what kind of country is this? That we allow this kangaroo court system of justice to take place, that we all plainly see in front of us what is happening here. And that's what I got into tonight. Or today rather, with the top 50 things. And I thought it was important to write that blog, and we are going to go over that tonight. But before we get into that, let me just talk about the blog that I just did. If you haven't seen it yet, it's getting a lot of traffic. Holy shit. Holy shit. Is the website doing okay? Hopefully it's not crapping up, but it's been up for 22 minutes and it already has 5,000 hits. Crazy, man. You got 10,000. There's 10,000 people on the website right this second. Right this second. This is the biggest month, by the way, we've ever had in total. We surpassed the last month, which was the biggest month before this month. So the hits just keep coming, folks, with this story. I think we're going to get well over 3 million page views this month. So that's average. I think it's around 3 million. So about close to 100,000 people a day on the website. Again, that's like filling up a stadium, almost twice the size of Gillette Stadium every single day. Yeah, that's the type of people coming to Turtle Boy for their news. And it makes people resentful, doesn't it, folks? It makes people who aren't getting much attention, whose channels are languishing and are losing subs by the day, and no one's really paying attention to them. They might try to, in order to get attention, kind of take the opposite point of view that I'm taking and present themselves as, the anti-Turtle Boy, the anti-award-winning journalist platform. And it's just not working out the way that they planned. Just not working out. So, it is what it is.